Man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man. Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. But yeah, the life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram, man, and Twitch, man. In the description down below. I will be live streaming on Twitch tomorrow. You know what I mean? I was gonna do it tonight, bro, but I had to handle some things, bro. You know what I mean? So we're gonna live stream on Twitch tomorrow. You know, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be having to fight through this junk, bro. Cause some days, bro, I do not be feeling like getting on here and recording, bro. You know what I mean? But it's just like, you know, when you don't want to do it, man, you gotta do it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing right now. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I wanna just go into bed. I just wanna, you know what I mean? Just go into bed, just, you know, watch Netflix all day. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you. That's the type of mood I'm in right now. You know what I mean? But I got to fight through that. You feel me? But we got in 2030, virus kills all humans on Earth except one God. And that's why I be saying, man, a lot of y'all be like, y'all don't like people. I had to stop saying that. I like people. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I love people. You know what I mean? Without people, what is life? Think about it. Without people, what is life? So stop saying you don't like people. Stop saying you don't love people. Because you know dang well, if we was this guy right here, you know dang well if you woke up and everybody is going, you're not going to want to be here. You're not going to want to be here. What is life without people? What is life? What is it? You think I want to be on Earth by myself? Heck no. Now, I don't like some people. I can say that for sure. Some people I just don't like. But all people? I don't like all people? Oh man, that's something crazy to say right there, you know what I mean? And for me, I don't know how I react. I don't want to be here no more. You know what I'm saying? If people don't be here, if people not here, that's all. That's entertainment, y'all. I can't watch NBA. I can't watch nothing. I can't, like, bro, like, I can't go out to eat. You know what I mean? It's literally like people, like, bro, their life, bro. So it's like, bro, without people, I don't want to be here no more. Like, I just, like, all the entertainment gone. I'm just here by myself. Heck no.
A mysterious unnamed virus takes out every human being.
Take out every human being on Earth. Imagine that, bro. A virus that takes out every human being on Earth except you, bro.
Miller is the
crazy
last man on Earth. He has been living alone for the past year and is driving around America to look for more people. He goes to every single state, making announcements to empty cities and stealing artifacts and paintings from museums. After the failed mission to find humans, Philip decides to return to his hometown, Tucson. Still, at the last attempt to find someone, he writes "Alive in Tucson" on every billboard he can find. In Tucson, he goes to his shabby apartment and packs up all the necessary stuff before making his way to a gated community in the more lavish part of the city. He chooses the biggest house and declares it as his new home. He spends the next few days decorating the house with all the famous paintings, a mat from the White House, a dinosaur skull, Academy Award.
No, I say, look, that's what I be saying, y'all. Like, it would be cool, bro, if it was some people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, half of the world can go and wipe out half of the world. Just as long as there's some people on the Earth. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I'll say at least, what y'all say? Like, what? 10,000 people at least on the Earth. You know what I mean? At least 10,000, bro. I'll be cool with at least 10,000. You know what I mean? But just by myself, bro, by myself, I can't do it. I can't. I'm going to go crazy.
And many more artifacts worth billions of dollars. Nicolas Cage would be proud. Every day before going to sleep, Philip makes sure to apologize to God for masturbating so much and wishes that he sees the face of at least one woman before his death. Thankfully, there are still a plethora of cars that he can use to drive around. He goes to the grocery store in his underwear and breaks in using a gun. In only a year, he has completely forgotten basic decency. Now
nigga going around eating Twinkies and that, though. Like, he got a lot of food, though. Like, nigga can go everywhere and never, like, survive. Like, he can just survive, like, forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, go to billions of grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga literally, like, got access to everything. That's the good thing about this right here. But it's like, man, like, that junk gonna get boring, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cuz that junk just gonna get boring, though, you know?
Now that he has no one to impress, he also does everything that was just an impulsive thought before the virus, like destroying the pile of cans in the store and bringing hundreds of adult films home. To pass time, he plays racquetball with himself, uses lamps and aquariums as bowling pins, and crashes cars into each other. The chaos makes him feel a hint of adrenaline and helps him cope with the loneliness. After about a month, he starts to lose his sense of sanity. Moreover, being alone on his birthday reminds him of everything he failed to appreciate when life was normal. He misses his mother, his life, and humans in general. The scene cuts to a few months later. The grand mansion Philip lived in has turned into a dumping.
Ugh, nigga, nasty, nigga, boy, you nasty. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I realized, bro, you ain't got nobody to impress, bro, but golly, bro. I'm talking about me, man. Me, I can't live in that filth right there, man. I just can't, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got nobody to impress. I understand that, but golly, bro, you feel me? At least clean up a little bit. This nigga tripping. That nigga like, man, forget it, man. Forget everything.
Hands that he never cleans up because there won't be a meaning to it anyway. He hasn't showered in days and has started living like an animal. The house lacks running water and the toilet is covered in plastic bottles. So instead, Philip makes a hole in the springboard and uses the pool as his toilet. He also fills a kid's pool with margaritas and bathes in it while simultaneously drinking from it. Let's hope he never gets the two pools confused. Then, one day, he goes to the bar and draws faces on balls, assigning them names and personalities. He talks to them like they're his real friends, just to feel like he isn't lonely. At night, he brings a ball named Gary to a clothing store and hits on a mannequin that he has a crush on. When her arm breaks, Philip loses his mind. He decides that he doesn't want to live anymore and goes to the nearby hill to commit the unthinkable. He wishes farewell to all of his ball friends, promising to remember them for eternity. Then, he gets inside his car and drives towards the hill at full speed.
Y'all, can we blame him though? Can we blame him? That'll probably be the only time I commit suicide. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, for real, like, can we really blame this nigga though? You know what I mean? The water go out. You know what I'm saying? It's just, bro, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. Living like this, bro, it's crazy. That nigga going crazy, man. That nigga going crazy. This nigga freaking drawing faces on balls, naming them Gary, Tom, Seth. You know what I mean? Nigga talking to balls right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, nigga going crazy up. And look at the nigga draw. Nigga got straight and doodle. Look at that. Stank booted boy. Look at this nigga. But no, he looks stank.
Smoke rising far away and stops the car seconds before it crashes. Philip can almost not believe his eyes. He immediately follows the smoke and reaches a trailer that is clearly inhabited by a person. Then he notices something he had been begging to see for the past year. Someone has left their bra to dry in the sun.
Like a girl!
And is so overwhelmed that he falls unconscious. When he wakes up, he sees a beautiful girl holding.
I be like, did I die? I'm cool with that. I'm cool, y'all. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I got a honey with me. I'm cool. Forget humans. You know what I mean? I just need a honey beside me. I ain't gonna lie. Then we can reproduce. You know what I mean? But dang, we can't reproduce because we don't have no doctors. I can't even reproduce with the girl. We don't have no doctors. Girl gonna die having my baby, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. We the only two on this earth, man. Godly. You feel me? Like, Jesus Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, bro, it's like nigga can't even reproduce. We ain't got no doctors. We ain't got no nurses.
Him in her lap.
Got nothing but us.
She promises to fulfill his wishes and kisses him. Philip is enjoying the kiss before he wakes up and realizes he was dreaming. The girl in front of him is less attractive and older. She is performing CPR on him to bring him back. They pull away from each other, weirded out upon
I don't care about none of that, man. She the only girl on this earth, man. That's the most beautiful thing I see. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what she like Beyonce to me. Last girl on this earth. Girl, you look good. You go, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look so good, man. I'm telling you, boy, she look amazing. The ugliest girl, bro, gonna look amazing, bro. She the only girl on this earth. Well, that girl gonna look so amazing.
Being another human after so long, Philip asks her where the beautiful.
You know, now you feel me? It's tons of girls in this world, so now we looking at it like, man, that girl, heck no. But let that girl be the only girl on earth, man. You gonna treat that girl like a queen. You know what I mean? Because there's no other girl on this earth but her. You feel me? So you gonna treat her like a king, queen. You know what I'm saying? She finna be magnificent.
Until she points out he should be worried about his wet underpants instead. It turns out that he peed himself when he was unconscious. Even in a situation like this, Philip claims that he was swimming from the front side earlier, which is why his underpants are wet. He aggressively starts explaining that he did not pee himself, which makes the girl panic. She brings out a gun, asking him to stay away. Philip finally admits that he did in fact pee and is embarrassed. After both of them calm down, they introduce themselves. The girl's name is Carol. She used to be an analyst before the virus and has been wandering around America after everyone died. She saw the Alive in Tucson sign and came here to see if she really is the last person alive. Although Philip had been dying to meet a woman, he isn't very excited to see Carol. She repeatedly corrects his grammar, doesn't understand his jokes, and keeps talking about irrelevant things. After talking for a while, they decide to drive to the grocery store. On the way, Carol complains about him crossing the stop sign. Despite Philip arguing that there is no traffic, she remains adamant that they have to follow the rules, or else they will start living like animals. To make her feel better, he stops at a sign and looks to both sides, confirming that no one is crossing the road. Her nagging doesn't stop when they reach the grocery store, and Philip parks in the handicap spot. They get into their fifth argument of the day, with Philip insisting that this imaginary handicapped person has a lot of space to park his car. When Carol still urges him to park somewhere else, he runs the vehicle straight into the store. Following that, she goes to take a tour of his house and is disgusted by the way he lives. He has 2 swimming pools, one filled with feces and the other with garbage. Carol also accuses him of stealing the paintings, even though he argues they didn't belong to anyone anymore. By the end of the house tour, Philip asks her to go back to her campsite. The next morning, he is woken up by Carol cleaning up his house. She nags him to get gardening and cleaning supplies from the store.
Hey, man, you might need a girl like that around, gang. I've realized, bro, there's nobody else on earth, bro, but golly, bro, like, nigga ain't trying to sit in all that filth, bro. You got a whole freaking pool full of doo-doo and pee. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got another pool full with garbage. It's like, come on, bro. Nigga ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that junk nasty. So you might do need Carol around, my boy. You never know.
At night, Philip goes to his ball buddies and complains about Carol. Even though he has only known her for a day, he feels like they are a married couple who desperately need to get a divorce. The following morning, things get worse for him as she moves into the house next door. He tries to shoo her away, but Carol, being Carol, is stubborn. She asks him if he is scared of being seen naked, and as a reply, Philip takes off his pants. Carol finally addresses the elephant in the room and brings up the topic of reproduction. She thinks that they are the chosen ones who have been given the duty to repopulate the earth. Philip says he wouldn't sleep with her even if she was the last woman on earth, which is true in this case. In the next scene, he is in his outdoor toilet when Carol approaches him. She wants him to find a way to get running water to their house. That way, they can grow tomatoes and other fruits. When he refuses to help, she tries to bribe him with fresh tomatoes, but he doesn't care. She should know better than to try bribing a guy who poops off a diving board.
Yeah, that's crazy.
When it gets dark, he breaks into her garden and eats all of her vegetables. Carol knocks on his door the next morning and finds him covered in leftover tomatoes. Philip still claims that he isn't the one who stole them. He also notices Carol has hurt her leg while trying to transfer water to her house from a manhole. A few days later, she gives up on trying to live like a decent human. Philip finds her making an outdoor toilet in a fountain, copying his swimming pool toilet. Carol thinks that they might not be the chosen ones, but instead the forgotten ones who have no purpose in life. They are in no way capable of creating an entire human civilization when they cannot even arrange a toilet in their million-dollar mansions. Philip, who is used to seeing Carol as an optimistic person, feels awful for her. Hence, he goes to the city's water tank and arranges a way to water Carol's garden. She is finally happy to see a good side to him and invites him for dinner. At night, Philip enjoys an organic meal after a long time. The topic of sex is brought up, and Philip says he is ready to sleep with her now. However, to his surprise, Carol doesn't want to make love before marriage. Initially, Philip laughs, thinking that it is a joke, but she turns out to be serious. Even though the idea is ridiculous, he proposes to make her feel better. At last, they decide to get married the next day. In the following scene, they are in church saying their vows. Philip thinks it isn't necessary, but goes with the act anyway. When they step out of the church, they are welcomed.
Oh my God! Like, what the? What? Oh my God! You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what did I do? It's humans! Humans! You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga regretting that junk stepping outside. What?
It isn't necessary, but goes with the act anyway. When they step out of the church, they're welcomed by a crowd of guests. Philip realizes he has made a mistake and screams.
nigga mistake. The nigga like, oh my God, I just married this woman. We finna divorce immediately. No pastor is here. No paperwork was signed. None of that. I'm finna divorce this girl immediately. I'm done. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, gang. You feel me? That don't mean nothing. That marriage don't mean nothing.
Welcomed by a crowd of guests. Philip realizes he has
I only married you, bro, because you was the last one on earth.
Then he wakes up on his bed, thankful that it was only a dream.
What?
He even has to check out the window to ensure that most of the world is still dead. A while later, Carol comes to his house with food.
Oh, so hold on. It was a dream. Okay, so it was a dream that you got married to her. Okay, cool. I thought you was just dreaming about a random girl named Carol. I'm like, Carol not real? So nigga, you still alone? You know what I mean? So
thinks they should elect the president of the United States by voting. It is useless, but Philip elects himself and becomes the president unanimously. Then the two enjoy spaghetti and raisin balls, which Carol thinks is a good alternative to meatballs. Following that, the day of the wedding finally comes. Carol prepares the decorations and cake, while Philip is
what type of cake is that, bro? Oh my God, bro, what type of cake is that?
The day of the wedding finally comes. Carol prepares the decorations and cake.
Man, bro, what is that, bro? Ugh, girl, look like some stinks. You know what I'm saying? Look at that, bro. Look like some pasta or some. Ugh.
While Philip is tasked to get rings for them. However, instead of getting the rings, he throws a bachelorette party for his ball buddies, setting fire to random things in a parking lot. He even goes to say goodbye to the mannequin, telling her that she will always remain the love of his life. At the end of the day, he goes to the church, where Carol has prepared a recording that will officiate their wedding. After brief vows, it is finally time to exchange rings. This is when Carol discovers that he didn't get them. She realizes she is the only one putting effort and calls off the wedding. Later, Philip knocks on her door, trying to talk to her, but she doesn't reply. Hence, he breaks down the front door with a hammer and enters the house. To his surprise, she has actually put in an effort to decorate it. She has even prepared a cake for them with his statue on top. Philip feels awful about what he did and apologizes to her. He also reveals that he doesn't really like her personality or the food she cooks, but even so, he is glad that she exists, because without her, he would not be alive right now. With that being said, Philip brings her out to do something special. In the following scene, they go to a jewelry shop, where Carol gets all the rings she wants. They finally officiate the wedding, and are declared husband and wife. At night, the two make love, but the experience is not how Philip thought it would be. Carol cannot stop talking throughout the night, making strange remarks that she thinks are hot. The next morning, she finds him playing racquetball in his home. Philip thinks she is going to nag him again, but to his surprise, she joins him in the game. They enjoy the rest of the day doing things like Philip normally does. They make fireproof suits and set each other on fire, run a bulldozer over beer cans, and go to meet Philip's ex-girlfriend, who is a mannequin. Carol talks to her for a while before beating her up for hitting on her husband. For the first time, Philip is glad that he married her and thinks that their life might be tolerable. As they are driving back home, they suddenly hit a limo in a junction. Shocked, Philip runs to the car and sees a beautiful woman come.
What? No! No!
In a junction.
And all these months, man, and all these years, I was on Earth and I ain't seen no girl, right? So the first girl that I see is Carol. And then I marry Carol, right? And the freaking second after I marry Carol, I see a beautiful woman. That is crazy.
Shocked, Philip runs to the car and sees a beautiful woman come out of it. Just when he thought he was happy with his wife, he starts to regret their marriage. To know what happens to them next, watch the second part on our new channel, Series.
I gotta watch that. Hold on, but make sure I hit the subscribe button, man. Turn the bell like on the video, man. Tell me how y'all feel about this. Hold on, what you said? What?
Recapped.
You said series recap? Series recap. But make sure I hit the subscribe button, man. Turn the bell like on the video, man. Tell me how y'all feel about this in the comment section down below. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below, man. I'm out, man. Okay.